Hey Nob Nighthawks, here is Module 1, Lesson 4. And today we are going to be working on how we can read and write multi-digit numbers using our base 10 numerals, number names, and expanded form. Okay, so that might sound a little confusing, but don't worry, because I'm going to tell you what it means. So standard form is just the number written in its most common form. That's how we see numbers, standard form. So we have 4,628, that's standard form. 13,179, standard form, okay? So we write the numbers just as normal. Unit form is when the number is broken apart based on the place value. And this is what you guys have seen a lot with, like this was just our lesson 3. We saw that a lot in our last few lessons. So 4,600 unit form is 4,000s and 600s. So this would be unit form. And then there's our standard form. Okay, so you see both of them here. 20,000 and 300. We have two 10,000s and we have 300. So that is our unit form. I keep turning it the wrong way. Unit form. Okay. And then the last one that we're going to work with today is word form. And word form is writing the number using only words. So 6,912 is written with exactly how you speak it. You write the word. So 6,912. So we're going to work on these 3 different ways we can represent numbers today. Okay. So for starters, we are going to connect it to that place value chart, just like we've been doing in the last couple of lessons with our numbers. So if I have 90,523, we are able to represent that number in the place value chart to double check, are we showing this number correctly? Are we reading this number correctly? And how can we double check that? Well, we can double check it with the place value chart. Okay, so here we have 90,523, and we can show that number in our place value chart by starting with our smallest unit, which is the ones. So we have 3, 2, 5, 0, and 9. So we could say, well, what is the value of this 5? It's not just 5, it's 500s. The value of this 9 is not just 9, it's 9 10,000s. So it's important that we are understanding that the place value these numbers fall in changes the value of the number. Okay, and if we memorize this magical place value chart, okay, if you guys are doing this with me as you work through, practice drawing it out. 1s, 10s, 100s, 1000s, 10,000s. Practice where those place values fall, because then it's going to help you with the word form, the unit form, and standard form. Okay, so now we're going to write this number in, so we already have standard form. So this is standard. So we're going to write this in unit form, and that's where the place value chart really helps out. Okay, so we have 9 10,000s, 500s, 2 10s, and 3 1s. Okay, so we have our standard form of 90,523. We have it in our place value chart to help us with the word form and the expanded form. So I'm going to show you what this is going to look like those 3 different ways. So word form, as I mentioned on the vocab card, is it's only using words. So just as I read the number is how I'm going to write it. So it's going to look like this. We read it as 90,000. 90,000. And then 523. 523. Tree. You see that? I put tree. 23. Goodness. So 23, not tree. 23. And then expanded form, we're going to show what we have in each of the place values and write it as an addition sentence. So I have 9 10,000s, which is 90,000. So 90,000 plus I have 500s plus my 2 10s, which is 20, plus my 3 1s. Okay, so 3 different ways we can represent that same number: standard, word, and expanded. Okay, let's do it one more time with another number. Okay, so we have 64,106. 64,106. We're going to place that correctly on our place value chart. I have 6 1s. I don't have any 10s. I have 100, 4,000s, and 6 10,000s. Okay, so now let's write that in word form, only using words, no numbers. So it's going to look like this, just as we read it: 64,000. 64,000. 106. 106. Okay, there's our word form. 64,106. Expanded form, we show what we have in each place value as that addition sentence. So we have 6 10,000s, which is 60,000, plus 4,000, plus 100, plus 6. Standard, word, expanded. Okay, so when we come across a word form, we should be able to transfer that into standard form and expanded form, which is what we're going to do next. Okay, so I was trying to get the glare off of that right there, but so we have our word form and it says 2,480. Okay, so I want you to think about that. And where are we going to place this on our place value chart to help us write it in standard form and then expanded form? 2,000. Doesn't say 10,000, it says 2,000. So I know I'm going to have 2 thousands. 400. 80. If I have 80, that's not my ones. That means I have 8 10s. And then what needs to go in that ones place? We can't leave it empty. I don't have any ones, but I still need to put my 0 in there. Okay, so 2,480, I would write that as 2,000 plus 400 plus 80. 2,480. Okay, so we're going to be working more with standard word and expanded form as we go through this. The whole goal of that is for you to be able to write these numbers correctly using the standard word and expanded form. If you're able to read it, then you're able to write it. And if you're able to write it, then you should be able to read it. So that's our goal. Okay, so we'll be working on this in small groups this week. And if you have any questions, leave them below. We'll see you guys soon.